Okay, let's begin. How do I don't know if this is gonna work. Hopefully this works. Okay, great. Today is this is our backbends week. And it's gonna be fun. I suggest having a blanket and a strap. And we're gonna start seated. So take as much time as you need. You don't have to grab everything just yet. If it's not nearby, you could wait until a little later. And when you're ready to find your comfortable seat, take a moment to move the flesh of your thighs off to the side so you can sit really tall. Good morning. Feel free to roll the shoulders a few times. And any comfortable seat is great. If you notice that you're sitting cross-legged and your knees are really high up, I would rather you sit on a block or sit on some height so that you can let the knees lower a little bit. And every little bit matters. You can shift your weight side to side from sitting bone to sitting bone. You can shift your weight forwards and backwards, moving forwards on the sitting bones and back on the sitting bones. Try to keep your attention in the hips where your hips meet the floor. Maybe you take finally a circle here, moving forwards to the side, back to the side. And after you've taken a few rounds in one direction, switch. Notice any stickiness that's already creeping in this morning, anywhere that feels a little bit tight. And when you're ready, find stillness. Bring your hands to your lap, somewhere comfortable, and lift the chest, lift the crown of the head, relax the shoulders back, and maybe close the eyes. Take a moment here to be still for a moment. Allow the eyes to move backwards into the skull, softening the muscles around the eyes even more. Imagine you could turn your attention all the way in just to watch the breath and watch what happens as the breath moves the body. Slow down the exhales. Let the inhales happen naturally. We'll take 3 breaths together. You're welcome to join me or just listen. When you're ready, let your exhale be deep and complete. Then inhale through the nose. Exhale, open mouth, sigh. Inhale, nose. Exhale, mouth. Last time, inhale. And exhale, let it go. Let the lips touch, breathe in and out through the nose. And if the eyes are closed, blink them open a few times. Baddha Konasana. It's a little early, but bring the bottoms of the feet together and the knees wide. And hold on to your ankles so that you can keep pulling yourself forward rather than rocking backwards. Press the bottoms of the feet together and be gentle here. If you're feeling a lot of strain in the inner thighs, then don't go so far. Keep the knees lifted up a little bit more and just focus on the spine. Can you keep the spine lifted from the bottom of the spine at the sacrum all the way up through the crown of the head? Now, if you're still feeling okay and you want to get your knees a little bit lower, press the feet together and gently press the knees from the inner thigh to the inner knee. Now let's actually get them down. So bring the left hand behind you for support and bring the right hand to the right knee and lean over until you can push the right knee all the way down to the floor. You can lift the left hip up to help you get there. And then gently, with the strength of your leg, move that left knee a little closer down towards the floor. Morning.
Morning.
And then we'll try the other side. So pushing down onto the floor with your right hand, bring the left hand to the knee and gently push the knee towards the floor. You can lean all the way over to get it down and then use the strength of your leg to move the right knee closer towards the floor. Keep pressing the feet together. Slow breath in. Slow breath out. And then inhale to come back to center, holding onto the ankles, and see if the knees got a little bit lower just from your efforts here. Press the inner arches of the feet together, move the knees a little closer towards the floor, lift the chest from the sacrum, moving forwards, let the rest of the spine move forwards. And now let's take a little bit of a fold. Lean your chest forwards. You can round the back if you like, or you can try to keep yourself straight in the spine. It's up to you. There's two versions of this pose. Be gentle. Slow your breath. And on your next inhale, lift yourself up. Use your hands outside the knees to help the knees back together. And I like, after we do Baddha Konasana, to push the knees together. Great. Okay, we're going to do Janu Shirsasana, a forward fold. So straighten the legs forwards. And bend the right knee, open the right knee out to the side. So hopefully after doing that Baddha Konasana, you're feeling a little bit looser in the inner right thigh. You'll need some room behind you, so I'm too close to my wall. Start to turn the shoulders to face the left foot, and then inhale, reach the arms up. Grow tall through the arms, reach through the pinky fingers. Again, turn the chest slightly to the left. Inhale here. And exhale, lean forward, reach towards the foot. We're not staying. Inhale to lift yourself back up. And then exhale, turn towards the right knee and open the arms to a T. You're taking this little twist. Bring the right hand down behind you. Inhale, lift the hips up and lean that top arm back. Take a breath here, lifting the hips. Maybe you look back towards that left hand. And then exhale, slowly bring everything down. One breath per movement. Inhale, lift the arms up, look forwards. Exhale, fold towards the left leg. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, twist towards the right knee, bring the hand down. Inhale, lift the hips up, lean back, tip open. Exhale, bring the hips down. One more time. Inhale, reach the arms up. Exhale, reach for the left foot, fold. Inhale, lift. Exhale, twist towards the right. Inhale, lift the hips up, lean back, look back. And exhale, bring the hips down. Face forwards, use the right hand to help the right knee back up and then straighten the right leg. We'll take the other side. So bend the left knee and open the left knee out towards the side. You don't have to be too particular for this one. We're not going to hold the pose for very long, so I won't give you all the little cues for what to do here. But do try to turn the shoulders slightly to the right so that they're square in line with the right foot. Inhale to reach the arms up. We're holding for a breath. Reach through the fingertips to help you lift the chest. Inhale. Exhale, tip forwards. Inhale, lift up. Twisting towards the bent knee. Exhale, bring the left hand down. Inhale, right arm up as you launch the hips. Maybe look back. Take an extra breath here. You can even point the right toes. On your exhale, lower the hips. No rush. Inhale, reach the arms up, lengthen. Exhale, fold, keep that length in the front of the spine. Inhale, reach up, nice. Exhale, left hand down behind you. Inhale, reach up, lean back, open. Exhale, lower the hips. Last time. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, fold, Janu Shirshasana. Inhale, reach the arms. Open. And lift the hips, lean back. Finally, bring the hips down. And use the left hand to help the knee back to center. Bring both feet to the floor, knees up. Reach the arms forwards, and as you exhale, slowly lower onto your back. You can, once you get there, you can pull the knees into the chest, give them a little squeeze, maybe rock side to side. This is our Apanasana wind relieving pose. If you've eaten recently, don't pull too hard in with the legs. But if you haven't eaten yet today, you can really squeeze the legs into the abdomen. Take a slow breath in. And a slow breath out. And then plant the feet on the floor, knees up towards the ceiling. We're coming to bridge pose. So heels close to the hips. Knees straight up towards the ceiling. Hold the outside edges of the mat so you can pull and tuck your shoulder blades underneath you so the collarbones widen. And then press the low back down into the mat to start so that the low back is really long. And then lift the hips, lift the low back, lift the mid back, and exhale, lower mid back, low back, hips. Try to keep the shoulders spread. Inhale, lift the hips, low back, mid back. Exhale, down again, one vertebra at a time. Take a few rounds on your own, trying to keep the shoulders spread. You can even tuck the shoulders even more as you get to the top. Can you also make sure the knees aren't splaying out towards the sides? Keep the inner arches of the feet pressing down so that the knees stay straight. Maybe the next time you lift, you hold here. If you can reach your ankles, maybe you hold onto the ankles for a little extra leverage. Lift through the hips, lift the sternum towards the chin, move the knees away from you. Relax the face, the neck, the jaw. Slow breath. And then gently lower all the way down onto your back. Release your hands and pull the right knee into the chest. Lift the right foot up towards the ceiling. You can keep your hands on your belly if you like, or you can have the arms out at your sides. And first take some circles with the ankle, that right ankle up towards the ceiling, moving in both directions with your circles. The leg does not have to be straight. It might get straight later. Point the toes up towards the ceiling and make sure there's a little space between your low back and the floor. It should be enough where you could slip your hand underneath just barely and see if you can keep that there so that the low back stays steady. Reach the foot up towards the ceiling. Inhale, point the toes. Exhale, reach the foot away from the face towards the front of the mat. Long, hover it off the floor. And then flex the foot. Inhale to lift. Exhale, point and hover forwards. Inhale, flex and lift. If you want to make this harder, keep moving with your breath. If you want to make it harder, you can lift the arms, lift the shoulders, and look forwards. Take one more round. And then bring the shoulders and head down if you lifted. Bring the right foot down. Pull the left knee into the chest. Give it a little squeeze. Notice here, we like to press the low back down. That's fine. We're going to change that in a second. But just notice what it feels like here. And then left foot up towards the ceiling, hands wherever they felt good last time. Take some circles with the ankle, both directions. Maybe you're already noticing the difference between the sides. When you're ready, point the toes up towards the ceiling. It's okay if the knee is bent, maybe it gets a little bit straighter. Find that space between the low back and the floor so your hips are not tipping backwards. Inhale here. Exhale, reach the foot away, hover it. Inhale, flex and lift. Exhale, point and lower. Take a few more times. You know when you're done. If you want to make it harder, lift the shoulders, reach the arms forwards, and lift the head. Looking towards the front of the mat. One more breath. And then the next time the leg lifts, bend the knee, plant the foot, lower the shoulders, lower the head. Pull the knees back into the chest, and then supine twist. Let the knees fall to the left. Open the right arm out towards the side, maybe a cactus shape, maybe straight out towards the side. From the navel down, let the body roll towards the left. From the navel up, let the body roll towards the right. For the last final breaths here, maybe you bring the right ear down. Maybe you bring the left ear down. As you inhale, bring the knees back up to center. And to exhale, take the other side. If you shifted the hips at all, you'll just need to move them over to the other side. Left arm out towards the side, maybe a cactus shape, maybe straight arm. And again, from the navel down, move towards the right. From the navel up, move towards the left. Let the diaphragm breathe, moving freely. Find a place to gaze that works for you. Final breaths here. Let your exhales be deep and complete. Let your belly relax. When you're ready, looking up, bring the knees back to center. And final time, bring the knees into the chest, maybe rock side to side. If it doesn't feel good to rock up and down, forwards and backwards, then just roll to your side and find your way to Uttanasana. If it feels good, you're gonna rock forwards and back and try to build enough momentum to bring the feet to the floor and lift the hips up until you're in a forward fold standing at the top of the mat. You can do it without using your hand to get bonus points, but the yoga police are not here to take you away, so don't worry about it. Bring the feet wide, toes out, heels in. You could hold opposite elbows if you like. Uttanasana, forward fold. You can straighten the legs if that feels good, lifting the kneecaps, or you can keep the knees bent if that helps you release the low back a little bit more. Let the arms and the shoulders and the head be heavy. The neck has a big job all day. It has to hold your big head up, so give it a little break. Let it be heavy. Let the head pull the neck. If you're holding your elbows, take the awkward cross of the arms. Take a few breaths here. You can always move. You can always add things, subtract things. Eventually, bring your hands to your hips, elbows up towards the ceiling, shoulders broad. And then inhale, slowly lift yourself up to Tadasana. So bring the feet together, heels slightly apart. reach the arms down, and lift the chest. We'll take some sun salutations, moving slowly to start. Let's do a half sun salutation. Looking forwards, widen the shoulders, reach down through the pinky fingers, through the heels. Exhale completely. Inhale, reach the arms up, Urdhva Hastasana. Exhale, forward fold, Uttanasana. Inhale, halfway lift, Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, forward fold, Uttanasana. Coming back up, inhale, lift the arms, reach up. Exhale, lower the arms, Tadasana. Let's add on. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, forward fold, Uttanasana. Inhale, halfway, Ardha. Exhale, plank. Plant the hands and step the feet back slowly. You can come down onto the knees. Wherever you are, try to make sure you've got a long line from the knees to the shoulders so that the hips aren't lifted up too high and they aren't lowered too low. They're right in the middle. Maybe shift your weight from hand to hand. Keep pressing down through the full circumference of the palm so that you can take some of the weight out of the wrist and a little bit more into the fingers and the knuckles. If this is too much on your hands, you can always bring the elbows down and do this as a forearm plank. Now we're going to do something a little different today. We're going to do tiny little push-ups, so you can bring your knees down at any point. And these push-ups are going to be little chaturanga reps. So when you're ready, you're going to bend the elbows out to the sides. We normally don't do that, out towards the sides. And then keep them bent as you pull the elbows in towards the hips. And then straighten the elbows. So out towards the sides, bend. Keep them bent, pull them in towards the hips. And then straighten the elbows. Take a couple rounds. Out towards the sides. In towards the hips, straighten, out towards the sides, in towards the hips, and straighten. Maybe one more time. Skip if it's bringing any sensitivity into the wrists. On your next inhale, float the hips off the floor for a little back bend. It's okay if the knees are down. Straighten the arms, press into the hands to lift the chest. It's our first back bend. Maybe stay looking forwards. Maybe tip the chin up slightly, move the shoulders back, press into the hands. Slowly start to lift the hips and make your way back to child's pose. Okay, knees can come wide, big toes touch. The real name for this pose is Adho Mukha Virasana, downward facing hero's pose. So if you're feeling like a hero or a child today, whatever it is, let this be a little bit less serious. Move the breath between the shoulder blades. And every so often, maybe crawl the fingertips forwards just a millimeter more, getting a little bit more length in the arms, in the chest, in the side ribs. Slow down your breath, let your exhales be deep and complete. When you're ready, look forwards between the hands. Inhale to come back to a tabletop. Tuck the toes. Lift the knees, downward facing dog. We're not staying long. Press the hands into the mat. Lift the hips up, maybe bend one knee and then straighten the other. Bend the other knee, straighten the first one. Look forwards, inhale. Exhale, walk the feet towards the hands, walk the hands towards the feet. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, rise up, reach up, look up. Exhale, lower the arms, Tadasana. Fire up the legs. One more time. Inhale, reach the arms up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Look forwards. Exhale, plank. Keep looking forwards so that you can lower all the way down while you look forwards. Take a back bend. Maybe you're in upward facing dog. Maybe you're in baby cobra. And as you exhale, make your way to child's pose or downward facing dog. You could be on elbows and knees as an alternative. You could reach the arms forwards with the knees down as another alternative. Feel free to bring any cushion under the knees if it feels like too much pressure. From here, we're going to move through another little flow. So you'll either meet me in downward facing dog or tabletop, hands and knees. Take your time getting there. There's no rush. Wherever you are, elbows out to the sides, then elbows in, and then straighten the elbows. Try to keep the shoulders in that alignment. Inhale to lift the right leg back. And exhale, bring the knee to the nose and plant the foot between the hands. You can use the hands to help. You can bring your hands onto blocks to make the arms longer. Bring the back knee down if it's not there already. And feel free, again, to pad the back knee with a blanket or doubling up your mat. Okay, a couple options here. First, a twist. Bring the left hand down. And inhale, reach the right arm up towards the ceiling. This is our simple twist. Here's what usually happens. We try to open that right hip. Can you keep the right knee facing forwards, pressing the inner arch of the foot down, and reach up with the top arm. Try to turn the navel towards the right thigh. Maybe you look up, leaning the head back slightly. Inhale here. Exhale, bring the hand down. Now, a couple options. Option one, you're going to inhale and bend slightly forwards. And exhale, walk the hands back as you straighten the right leg. This is good, especially if you're feeling a little tight, moving forwards and backwards. Getting more dynamic stretching can help build a little bit more flexibility. You could flex the foot when you straighten the leg to bring more sensation into the calf. If this is feeling pretty good and you want to try something else, you're going to come back to that bent knee version. Bring the right hand down again. And this time, bend the back knee, sweep the right arm back like a backstroke, and try to hold on to the foot. Now, when you do this, your right knee is, again, really going to want to come out to the side. So pull the right knee towards the chest and breathe. Try to think about moving your hips forwards rather than down. Open the chest, lift the bicep up towards the ceiling, slow breath, maybe lean the head back. Without slingshotting, gently release the foot, and wherever you are, we're gonna meet in that lunge position and meet back in downward facing dog or child's pose. So move the hips back, send the foot back, maybe tuck the toes, lift the knees up and back, or just sink the hips low for child's pose. Sides will be different. Take a breath. Let your exhale be deep and complete. Make your way to either tabletop or down dog. And again, elbows out to the side, elbows in, elbows straight. Keep the shoulders there. Inhale, lift the left leg up and back. Exhale, step the foot forwards between the hands. You can use the hand to help eventually bring the back knee down. See that you've got the knees stacked right on top of the ankle. Pad the back knee if you like. We'll start with the twist. Right hand down. Inhale, left arm sweeps open. So our first twist, not really, second twist. So can you lean back so that the navel is a little bit more free to twist? Press the inner arch of the left foot down so the knee stays straight. Maybe look up towards the top hand. Reach through that top arm. Let it do some of the work for you. Lengthening the left side ribs. Leaning the head back slightly so you're in a little back bend in the neck. Breath in. Exhale, bring the hand down. Okay, your choice. Inhale, bend forwards, and exhale to straighten the front leg, walking the hands back. Your hands can be on blocks here, moving with your breath, moving dynamically. Maybe you take a few rounds and just see how it feels, especially if you tried on the last side. Make sure you're even on both sides. The next time you bend forwards, maybe you stay here. Keep the right hand down. Bend the back knee, and then big backstroke with the left hand. See if you can hold onto the foot. I'm holding the outer edge of the foot. It's okay if you have to come onto the outer edge of the left foot to help you reach the back foot, but then really try to bring the left foot down to the floor. The knee moves in towards the chest. Open the chest. You can press the foot into the hand to help you with that. Look slightly up, getting that little back bend. Press the right circumference of the palm down and breathe. Think hips forward rather than down. One more breath. When you're ready, gently release that back foot. We're going to meet in child's pose or downward facing dog. If you got a Charlie horse while doing that, I'm sorry, I promise you're not alone. Take a break. If you're feeling pretty high energy today, you can be in dolphin pose, lowering onto the elbows with the legs straight. Slow breath in. Exhale completely. And when you're ready, we're going to meet at the top of the mat, forward fold. No rush. Halfway lift as you inhale. Forward fold as you exhale. And then inhale, come all the way up to stand, reach the arms up. Exhale, lower the arms, Tadasana. Okay, a little bit of balance. Bring your weight into your left foot, hands to the hips, elbows back so you can spread the collarbones. Now lift the right kneecap so the leg is really engaged. Move the left thigh back. So the left kneecap is lifted, the left thigh is moving back. It's staying really straight, really firm. Grow roots down through that foot and look straight forwards. Lift the right heel. Flex the right foot off the floor. Stay for a moment, noticing your balance. Maybe you lift the right knee in line with the hip. Don't let the left knee follow. Keep the left knee straight, then left kneecap lifted up. If you're feeling good here, stay. If you're feeling pretty off balance today, no big deal. Come to a wall, bring your hand to the wall so that you've got some support. You can do the pose without having to deal with the balance. Widen the collarbones, lift the chest, inhale. And then exhale, bring the right foot down. We'll take the other side. Sides will be different. Grow roots down through the right foot. Lift the kneecap, straighten the leg. Shoulders wide, elbows back. Get light on the left heel. Flex the left foot. Maybe lift the left knee. Moving slowly. Straighten the right leg, kneecap lifted, rooted down through the foot. Notice the difference between the sides. Let your gaze be steady without staring daggers at whatever you're looking at. Let your attention be open and wide, a soft gaze. And then slowly lower the foot. Okay. Since we did so well at that, it's good news for me, bad news for you. When you're ready, bring your weight back into your left foot. Widen the collarbones. We're going to come through warrior three. We're just going to hold for a few breaths. So make sure you have some room in front of you because you're going to be tipping forwards. When you're ready, fire up that left leg, straighten the knee, and eventually lift the right knee. Reach the arms up towards the ceiling. Inhale, reach to the arms, lift the chest, keep the arms engaged. As you exhale, tip forwards and reach that right foot back like you're making a table from the hands to the back foot. Inhale here. Nice. Step back to a lunge. Keep the arms lifted up. High lunge. So you're on your back toes. The heel is lifted up. Try to pull the right hip forwards, the left hip backwards, and then bend into the left knee a little bit more. Okay, options here. Option one, you're gonna stay. Option two, you're gonna hover the back knee off the floor and then lift it back up. You can do this with the breath. Exhale to hover and inhale to lift. If you're holding and not moving the back leg, really straighten the back leg, clasp the hands together overhead and flip the palms up towards the ceiling so that you can work on opening the shoulders, lifting the thumbs up towards the ceiling. You decide. Wherever you are, take one more breath. And then bring the thumbs to the sternum. You can bring the back knee down at any point. When you're ready, lift the right elbow, inhale. And as you exhale, see if you can cross the elbow outside the left knee. So now we're taking a twist, trying to bring the elbow outside the knee. If it doesn't quite reach, no big deal. Get as close as you can. Press the knee into the elbow, press the elbow into the knee, and plant down through the feet. Again, you can bring the back knee down for some more stability. Prayer twist. Press the top hand into the bottom hand to help you twist even more. Trust your legs. Straighten the back leg if it's lifted. One more breath. Hands frame the front foot. Step to the top of the mat, forward fold. Take a breath here. Stay longer if you like. When you're ready, inhale, halfway lift, shoulders back. Exhale, fold, head and neck heavy. Inhale, rise up, reach up, look up, lifting through the arms. Exhale, lower the arms, Tadasana. Okay, only one more side. So again, make sure you have some space in front of you. Plant down through the right foot, lift the kneecap, straighten the right leg, hands to the hips to start, elbows back. When you feel ready, lift the left knee. Don't let the right leg follow. Keep the right leg moving backwards. Eventually reach the arms up and use the arms. Keep the arms engaged the whole time. Keep the left foot flexed. Inhale. Exhale, warrior three. Reach forwards and kick that foot back. Lift the back thigh. Reach through the arms. Eventually, step back. We're in a high lunge. Nice. Okay, you've got your options here. First, find the alignment. Right hip back, left hip forwards. Bend into the right knee, straighten the back leg. If you're staying, stay. Find your balance. If you're bending, exhale, hover the back knee off the floor, and inhale to lift it back up. Take a few rounds like that. I'm not going to do it on this side because my toe is still broken. So let me. If you're bending and straightening, keep that right knee bent the whole time. If you're staying still, clasp the hands, bring the awkward thumb on top, and then flip the palms up towards the ceiling. Try to open up the shoulders, open up the armpits. Take one more breath. And then bring the thumbs to the sternum. Inhale, lift the left elbow. Exhale, cross it. See if you can cross it all the way outside the right knee. Again, you can bring the back knee down at any point. Now you're in a prayer twist. Gently press the knee into the arm. Press the arm into the knee. Press the top hand into the bottom hand. Twist. Press the feet down into the floor. Trust your legs. 2 more breaths. Hands frame the front foot. We're stepping to the top of the mat, Uttanasana. Take your time, we'll be there for a few breaths. Go slow. You can have the feet wide for a more restorative version or the feet together for a more active version. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, rise up, look up, reach the arms. Exhale, lower the arms. Tadasana. Okay, one more standing pose. Prasarita Paschimottanasana. So from the center of your mat, open the legs wide. Outside edges of the feet are parallel. Press the outer arches of the feet down. Lift the kneecaps so the quads are strong. Inhale, reach the arms out to the sides. Lift the chest. And then exhale, tip forwards and bring the hands down either onto blocks or to the floor or to a chair, wherever you can reach nearby. Now first start with a concave back, meaning your hips are lifting up, your shoulders are lifting up, and you're looking forwards like you're in a back bend. Lift the kneecaps. As you exhale, how much of this back bend can you keep as you fold forwards a little bit more? Maybe you come onto the full palm. Maybe you walk the hands back until they're more like between the feet. If you can get your hands back, try to keep the elbows stacked over the wrists and the shoulders lifted up away from the ears. Press the feet down, lift the kneecaps, let the legs do some of this work. The backs of the legs reach up towards the ceiling. The outer legs reach down towards the floor. Your head and neck are heavy. Take a breath. And then come back to that concave back. Walk the hands so that they're under the shoulders. Bring your feet a little bit closer together. And then hands to the hips. Inhale to lift yourself back up. One more version like this, version C. Bring the hands behind the back and clasp the hands. Inhale, lift the chest. And then exhale, fold. Now you don't have your hands to keep you steady, but can you get just as low? Maybe the hands come away from the low back, but don't worry if they don't. Keep the shoulders wide. Keep the feet pressing down. One more breath, not staying long. Hands come back to the hips, elbows up. Inhale, lift yourself up. And then heel toe the feet back together. Okay, come onto your belly. Now this is where having a blanket can be really nice under the hips. If you don't have one, don't worry about it. You can always double up your mat and give yourself some extra cushion. This is also where a belt can come in handy. So if you haven't done this before with me, this is Dhanurasana boat pose. You might want to just watch. My belt, my strap is going sort of under my feet. And then the tails of the strap are going to be straight forward so that I can reach them with both hands. And then it's not a perfect science here, so it's actually going to be more like on my shins, and I'm going to lie down so that my hips are on the blanket. So now we're going to be here for a few breaths. First, we're going to be in Sphinx pose. Then we're going to bend one knee. Then we're going to bend the other knee. Maybe we reach back and grab the foot. Maybe we reach back and grab the foot. We've done this before. The final pose with the strap, I just want to show you really quick, is you're going to be all the way on your belly. You're going to bend the knees. And you're going to use the strap around the shins, up by the ankles. And you can wrap your hands around the strap to try to get them close to the feet. Now, if you can reach your feet, you can hold the feet instead. But if you can't reach the feet, this is really nice. Then you're going to open the shoulders, lift the biceps up towards the ceiling, press the feet into the strap, and lift yourself up. Okay, boat pose. All right, so that's where we're going eventually, not right now. So when you're ready, come onto your belly. Maybe you set up your strap and your props so that they're close by. We'll meet in Sphinx pose. So on your belly, elbows down, right under the shoulders. and use the hands to traction yourself forwards. It's like you're trying to pull the hands backwards. And then one at a time, lift the leg and roll the leg so that you're turning the thigh from the inside up towards the ceiling. You'll come onto the outer edges of the feet a little bit more as you do that. Then press the thighs down and try to lift the low belly up off the floor. That way your low back stays long. And then do that same thing with the arms. Pull the arms back, press the thighs down. Pull the arms back, press the thighs down. Look forwards, widen the collarbones, lift the belly up. Slow breath in. Slow breath out. You can lower down if you like. Coming all the way down, you can bring your hands like a little pillow for your forehead. And at any point, if your low back is starting to get sensitive, if anywhere on your back is starting to get sensitive, you can bend the knees here and just windshield wiper the feet side to side so you're getting a gentle twist. That can be nice at any point. It can be nice between sides. And you might skip it completely if you feel like you don't need it. Okay, when you're ready, come back to that Sphinx position. Keep your left arm exactly as it is. Keep your right elbow down, but take your right hand and swivel it over towards the left. We're going to use that for grounding. Press into the right arm, bend the left knee, and then lift the left arm and backstroke. See if you can reach for the foot. If you can't, don't worry about it. Now keep the right leg pressing down and press the leg into the hand, so much so that you could maybe even lift the thigh up off the floor. Now notice that that left shoulder is coming up a lot. Can you bring the left shoulder down to be even with the right shoulder? Slow breath in. Slow breath out. Bring the thigh down, gently release, and lower onto your belly. Again, now's a good time to bend the knees and windshield wiper side to side. Let the nervous system settle. We'll take the other side. When you're ready, legs long. Again, it helps to sort of lift one leg at a time and try to turn the inner thighs up towards the ceiling. Eventually make your way to Sphinx pose. One of the most important parts of Sphinx pose is the belly part. So really press the thighs down so you can lift the belly up. It doesn't have to be off the floor, but it's moving in that direction. Right arm stays the same. Left hand lifts and swivels towards the right. Now press into the left arm, bend the right knee, lift the right arm, and backstroke. See if you can hold onto your foot. If not, don't worry about it. You're just going to bend the knee and work on it like that. Push the foot into the hand, maybe so much that you can lift the thigh off the floor, and then bring the right shoulder down to meet the left shoulder. Slow breath. Without slingshotting, lower the thigh, release the foot, and finally lower onto your belly. Okay, we've just got one more version here. We're going to try full Dhanurasana wheel pose. If you feel like this is not going to work for me today, you can come onto your back and take a twist. If you're feeling like you want to try it, then come all the way onto your belly and reach the arms at your side so that you can reach for the belt. Bend the knees, and you might need to shimmy the belt onto the shins. Okay, yes. Close to the ankles, and flex the feet so that you can keep the belt where it is, close to the ankles. I like to roll my hands on the strap to get a good grip and to get my hands a little bit closer to the feet. And then once you're there, press the feet into the strap. Lift the biceps up towards the ceiling. Keep pressing the feet into the strap until you can lift the chest. It's the feet pressing that does the work. Look straight forwards. Let the breath move you. If you can hold on to the feet, feel free to hold on to the feet. Take one more inhale. And then exhale, slowly lower down all the way onto your belly. Bend the knees, windshield wiper, side to side. Slowly flip over onto your back. You can keep the props where they are. They won't be too in the way. But if they're bothering you, you can always move them off to the side. Once you're on your back, stretch the legs long and reach the arms overhead, clasping opposite elbows if you can reach. If that's too much, you can come to goalpost arms, cactus arms. But if you can reach the elbows overhead, reach the elbows away from you gently. Try to move the triceps now, the outer arms up towards the ceiling. So it's almost like you're trying to deepen the armpit and then relax the arms. Bring the arms back to center wherever you have them. Tuck the shoulders underneath you. Bend the knees one at a time, plant the feet, and then open the knees out to the sides. Bring the bottoms of the feet together, Supta Baddha Konasana. This is our last pose. So if there are any final poses that you want to take that make your practice feel more complete, now's a good time. For me here, I often feel some gripping in the low back, so it can be nice to sort of shift your shoulders away from the hips so that the low back can soften a little closer towards the floor. If you're comfortable here, feel free to stay as long as you like. Again, if you want to add anything, you can add things. Start to let the face relax. Let the breathing settle. If you're working on something else, make sure you even out both sides. And when you're ready for Shavasana, use your hands outside the knees to help the knees back together and make your way to your final resting pose. Legs might be long on the floor. You might keep the knees bent with the feet on the floor. Knees together, feet wide. You might bring a little pillow under the head. You might add some socks or a sweater since the body temperature tends to go down a bit in Shavasana. Take any adjustments that would make you feel more comfortable. And then give up on trying to make it perfect. Let it be what it is today. Maybe sigh out your next breath and release the jaw. Relax, release, and let go. Shavasana. Stay as long as you like. When you feel ready, take a breath in, and as you exhale, surrender completely. On an inhale, gently open the eyes. Bring the hands to the belly. Bend one knee at a time and roll onto your right side. You can use your arm as a pillow if you like. Stay heavy into the floor for another moment. And then use your left hand to press yourself up to a comfortable seat. And as you sit, take the awkward cross of the legs. Rest your hands somewhere on your lap. Lift the chest, lift the crown of the head straight up, and either look straight forwards or close the eyes. Soften your face, keep the face in Shavasana. Take a moment to thank yourself for showing up. Thank your body for working for you. Gratitude for the practice and its lineage and all the benefits it brings on and off the mat. We'll close with 3 breaths. When you're ready, let your exhale be deep and complete, lifting the chest from the inside. Then inhale through the nose. Exhale, open mouth, sigh. Inhale, nose. Exhale, mouth. Inhale, nose. And exhale, let it go. Thank you for coming. Let me know if you have any questions. Otherwise, I will see you soon.